Hello, and thanks for joining us. My name is E.R. Wolf. I'm joined by my business partner, Guy Toole. We are the co-founders here at LFI. You may be new to the affiliate program or been around for a while. One of the things that we like to do is talk about certain topics that we know can help benefit you in achieving success in the affiliate program and really in life in general. These are some best practices that Guy and I have both found to really help us accelerate our forward progress and achieve our goals. And that's the topic of today's conversation, goals. Interestingly enough, I'm actually surprised, Guy, at how many people I come across who don't really have goals or have never set a goal for themselves, or maybe they're setting the wrong type of goal, something that's overly too big and they get overwhelmed and never accomplished, or something that's massively too small and they just are done with it and they're like, yay, I achieved my goal. And that's really what we want to talk about and spend time with you today, is working on goals and working on the process and the steps to achieve those goals. And there's an old saying that I like to think about, and it's a goal without a plan is nothing more than a dream or a wish. And I want you to take a second to think about that. A goal without a plan is nothing more than a dream or a wish. Because if you want to achieve something, you have to have a roadmap or a plan to achieve it. We truly believe anything is achievable if you look at what the steps are to achieve it. And you have to set the right expectations, right? You can't set a goal, and Guy and I were laughing about this earlier, to lose, say, 50 or 100 pounds and expect it to be achievable by tomorrow. You know, when you develop your plan for your goal, you're going to understand that there are several factors, right? There are the steps that it will take to achieve either the milestones to reach that bigger goal, and then there's the time that it's going to take to achieve each of those steps. And we see a lot of people get confused thinking, I can get all these steps done tomorrow and therefore I'm going to achieve that goal. First of all, if you're going to achieve a goal overnight, your goal is probably too small or you have unrealistic expectations. So when thinking about that goal, you want to think about, what can I do? What can I achieve? What do I think is possible? Okay, and then you want to set maybe even a little bit of a reach for that. What is within that realm of possibility, right? It's not too outlandish. I think I can achieve it, and I think I can identify a timeline in which to achieve it. Maybe it's a year time, maybe it's a month time, maybe it's a week time, or maybe this is a lifelong goal. I've always wanted to accomplish X. You know, you can start identifying those things and then breaking it down. Specifically to LFI's affiliate program, think about why you wanted to join the affiliate program and what you wanted to get out of this program. For a lot of you who are watching this, it's some type of income-related goal. Maybe you wanted to make a few extra dollars, right? Pay for your own subscription so that you had no out-of-pocket cost for your technology. Or maybe you wanted to create some passive residual income in your life that covered the grocery bill or took your family on vacation at the end of the year. All of these things are goals that you can set for yourself. And you need to look at what you want to achieve and set that goal. So take an opportunity, if you're watching this in replay, to pause this and think about those goals that you could set forth. Again, maybe it's a family goal. This is what I wanted to achieve. It's more time with my family. I want to have dinner every night with the family, walk the kids to school, etc. Maybe it's a health goal. I want to live to be 100. I want to have no problems, no joint problems, no pain, like get in the best shape or health of my life. Maybe it's a financial goal. I actually wanted to make $5,000 a month passively, or $10,000 a month, or retire my spouse, or, you know, pay for the mortgage or the car payment, or any of those types of things. Get out of debt. There are a lot of those types of things. You set your goals for yourself. Okay, and we want to talk about goals specifically related to the affiliate program. We know that there's a monetary component tied to the affiliate program. That's why a lot of you affiliates join the program here, is to make a passive residual income. But let's talk about that as a goal and what you can use it to accomplish. Because for a lot of people, maybe it's, again, I just want to pay for my membership. So Guy, we can start thinking about what is that end goal, and then we can start breaking it down. What are the steps or milestones to achieve that goal? So that way, when you're going through these Monday sprint plannings or other types of daily things that are helping you make progress to your goal, you're going to make the forward progress that you know will help you at the end achieve that goal?
Absolutely. And, speaking to this from the standpoint of the goals, scrolling across the bottom, financial goals are probably what a lot of you are looking towards based on our affiliate program and what we want to be able to provide to you. So, when I look at things, and if I were in an affiliate shoes, I would be looking for time freedom. And how can I achieve some time freedom? What does that look like? Well, time freedom means I can do what I want whenever I want. It doesn't mean I have to worry about the 9 to 5 and when I can take vacation days. It means I have set a giant goal out there that essentially I can run my business from the beach, from the mountains while I'm skiing. I can do whatever. I can go explore the world. I may have had a dream when I was a little kid that I wanted to go to every continent, but still be able to run a business and have financial goals that can be run through our affiliate program. Because essentially you have a business in your hands that's mobile. If you have an internet-enabled device, if you've got Wi-Fi, if you've got cell service, you can run a business utilizing Shuffle and our affiliate program at LFI. So you have the time freedom, you have financial freedom. If you are making a certain amount a month to cover your bills, to cover everything, what would it take in order for you to be able to replace that by having an opportunity-driven business like LFI replace those types of bills that you need to pay? If you need $10,000 a month to live, what is that going to look like from an affiliate payout structure? It's definitely going to take some time. It's definitely going to take some effort. It's not going to be overnight. ER gave the example of weight loss, which I think really does correlate with financial because, if I'm going to lose 50 pounds, if I have a goal of losing 50 pounds, I'm not going to make it happen overnight. Same thing. If I need to make $10,000, it's not going to happen overnight through an affiliate program, but it can happen really fast if you do the activity that you need to do in order to reach that $10,000 a month, same as 50 pounds. It might take me 5, 6, 7 months, a year to reach that, which in turn I think really correlates with financial earnings within our affiliate program, just based on what you need to do in a certain amount of time. If you've got highly networked individuals that you can potentially earn faster from the standpoint of your financial goals with Shuffle, just knowing that this platform is about referring, and just become a referral partner with us is a way that you start earning financially with us. A lot of people want to just look at replacing their existing income. Or just earning a few extra $100. I think that's that whatever someone is looking towards, it can be achieved within Shuffle if you have that goal set and you stick to your guns. If you stick to your daily activities, your weekly activities, your monthly activities, and you don't get discouraged. Exact same thing with weight loss. If you get discouraged when you hit 10-pound loss after 2 months and quit, what was all that work and effort that you put in? You could, what if I could compound that in month 3 or 4 of losing, another 10, 20, 30 pounds in a shorter period of time? I think the financial aspect of the opportunity of goal setting within LFI can sort of do the exact same thing. Replace what my cost of Shuffle is in the first month, I think is extremely attainable. But when you start getting other people to start thinking that way, that earning the hundreds to thousands of dollars can start compounding when there's other individuals that want to be part of the referral platform that get the same ideas. So with that, we know there's time that's got to be put in. But I think in order to reach a goal, you've got to know that this time is something that you must earn. That there's an acronym for time. Things I must earn. I've got to put in the time essentially to reach some of these goals. So from those financial goals, health goals, personal goals, we want to make sure that you're following some additional type things. And how easy is it to be able to start? It's potentially with an acronym of SMART. How can I have a specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, trackable goal?
Yeah, let's talk to some of those things, because I think about being smart when I'm making my goals and setting the right expectations. Guy, to your point, if my goal is fixated on earning, say, $10,000 a month, I'm still going to pass through some milestones as I go through. I'm going to hit that paying for my account subscription. I'm going to get to making a few extra $100 before I get to making $10,000. I might get to covering the groceries or covering the car payment or covering the mortgage well before I replace my spouse's income and maybe retire my spouse. You know, all of these are things along the way, but they can all start out with this SMART goal process, right? And we want to talk to each one of these specific. How specific can you be about your goal, okay? And when I talk about specific, if you close your eyes and visualize what that end goal is, maybe it's you sitting on a beach, sipping a pina colada, you know, watching and listening to the waves roll in as your phone goes off and you track the referrals that you've just earned commission on. You know, you need to be so specific in what that goal is that when you visualize it, you can almost taste, touch, smell, etc. Because as you know, with clarity what that goal is, you can start working backwards and reverse engineering what those steps are going to be to achieve that goal. And that takes us into the M on SMART. And that M, yeah, Guy, go ahead. Measurable.
You know, these are measurable. These are types of things that you can, but like you are saying, be specific. They're measurable. I can look at them and say that I'm reaching them, or that if I'm going to say I'm going to earn a few extra $100, I can look at earning $10 at a time and work those specifically. What does it mean? How can I earn $10? Is it a direct referral? Is it having one of my direct referrals referring somebody? How does that network continue to grow to achieve those measurable elements within this goal?
Being able to measure it, right? Like with absolute clarity. If my goal is to lose weight, I am going to stand on the scale and say, I can measure where I'm at. Oh, I can measure where I'm at the next day. Up or down, it doesn't matter. I'm measuring progress. And the progress is what's going to help me, guide me through that path of achieving the goal. And I think that takes us to A here, attainable, right? You need to set an expectation of something that is achievable, okay? Look, if your goal is to fly and it's without the use of a parachute or an airplane, it's probably not attainable. Who knows? You can always set a goal or a dream or a wish, but if you don't have a path to achieve it, it's not really a goal. It needs to be attainable. Same thing, if you're setting your goal right now, I'm going to earn $1 million with LFI's affiliate program. Great, attainable and achievable. But if you're going to set $1 trillion as your goal, you know, let's start being realistic, and let's start being realistic about the time frame as well. Because attainable, I cannot say set a goal to lose 50 pounds by tomorrow and expect that to be attainable, but I could set a goal to lose 50 pounds by next year, and that's truly attainable. So start looking at the factors that are going to play into you achieving or attaining that goal. Guy, let's go on to R.
R, it's all about being relevant, and I think ER touched a little bit there. With attainable is relevant. Can it be attained? Is it relevant to be able to attain that within Shuffle? If I want to earn $1 million, yes, it is relevant from the standpoint of there's a way to get there. Mm-hmm. But, you know, from the standpoint of taking all your specifics and measurable and attainable, you know, it's going to take effort to get there. So the relevancy of earning $1 million, yeah, it's definitely achievable, attainable. But when we get into finding, you know, the relevancy of what can be attained within our affiliate program, you really need to follow along with that trackable element within the last acronym in the SMART goal setting is the trackability. And we have these type of things available for you within your Affiliate Central, where you can go in and track everything from the standpoint of what's happening in your affiliate program, but also what is available for you in Shuffle itself, to be able to see, what activities I'm doing on a daily basis in order to achieve some of these goals. And, to achieve some large goals, you really do need to be active daily. It doesn't mean that you need to be active, 9 to 5, but you need to put some type of effort into some of these goals that you may set for yourself to reach a certain amount of income. My whole thing is about having financial freedom and time freedom. So I've got to be specific. I've got to have it measurable. It is attainable and it is relevant. And I track it to make sure that we're reaching the types of goals that I want so I can have my time freedom and financial freedom.
So let's go through an example, everybody, about a goal that I think is relevant to everybody who's looking at the LFI affiliate program, who's participating in the LFI affiliate program, who's out there driving referrals with the goal of increasing their income, okay? And I want to take it a step back, because one of the things that Guy and I talked about years ago when we first started LFI was really about this, what Guy mentioned, financial freedom for affiliates and the separation of time and money. And one of the things that I want everybody to do is go through a quick exercise with us, because I want to talk about setting that goal, and then I want to start talking about the steps to achieve that goal and set some expectations for yourself. Now, first of all, if you've been watching this and you've had in your mind that $1 million or that $10,000 a month or whatnot, let's put that on hold for just a second, because what we're going to talk about is completely scalable to any amount. And I think that's the really powerful thing. It is scalable to any amount. And so what you want to look at is what amount is relevant to you. Let's set an income goal. And a big one for me, as Guy, you mentioned, is this financial freedom, this time freedom. And so for a lot of us, the first term that comes to mind is retirement. And I think a lot of people have been sold a false bill of sale, if you will. I'll be the first to say it, that, look, we've been talked to about go out, get a good education, get a good job, right? Work for 40 plus years. Maybe when you're 65, you can retire. And that was sort of the path for most people for retirement. And I question that path, especially given the data, the measurability out there of people who've gone down that path before us, and whether they're achieving it or not. So I want to talk about a different path to retirement, and track along with me, because I think it'll click for you as you go through this for yourself. And, if you're watching this in replay, you're going to get a notepad and you're going to pause and go through this exercise. If you're watching this, live, take an opportunity to do this as we go along mentally. But think about what you're making right now and what you need to make, okay? For some people, that might be a few $1,000s, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. For other people on the other end of the spectrum, maybe it's $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000. But think about what your lifestyle costs you right now. When you do financial planning, when you go meet with that financial advisor and they're going to ask you, what does your future look like in retirement? It blows my mind that a lot of the time they're asking you to scale back from your current lifestyle. This is what it'll look like in retirement. You'll be on a fixed income. You're going to scale down a little bit. Where do you want to live? All of those things. But let's talk about your current lifestyle, assuming you're happy with where you're at right now. That has an expense associated with that. You can write that number down. Maybe it costs you $3,000 a month to live the life that you're living right now. Maybe it costs you $10,000 a month. You write your number down. Now I want you to think about, what are you doing right now to cover that costs, okay? Because you've achieved that goal right now. You're just exchanging dollars for hours to achieve it in most cases. So if it costs us $8,000 a month to live, and I'm working 40, 60, 80, 100 plus hours a week to get the income to cover that at the end of the month. And maybe I've got some money left over. Heck, maybe even I'm falling a little bit short every month. You need to identify what that number is. Once you have that number, guys, the LFI affiliate program can really work to your advantage. And that's really what we want to focus on. So let's just take an obscure number, 5,000. Okay, and let's say right now it costs you $5,000 a month to live the lifestyle that you enjoy. Okay, and right now you've achieved that goal by working or trading dollars for hours, and maybe you're spending 40 hours a week, 4 weeks a month. Okay, that's 160 hours a month doing it. Okay, so 160 hours, whatever, $5,000. Now I want you to think about, what if we could take that and achieve that same $5,000 a month, but disassociated from time? And that's what we're talking about with this passive residual income through LFI's affiliate program. Very powerful to be able to disassociate the time investment from the income stream. And so what I would say is, look, what do I need to do, or how big of a network do I need to have, both for direct referrals and network referrals, to be generating $5,000 a month? And I can start working out from that, guys. And we can go through an example here. Again, we know if you've tracked along with understanding how LFI's affiliate program works, you're going to get paid 10% on your direct referrals. You're going to get paid 8% on your network referrals. And if you hit certain direct referral, active direct referral milestones, you can unlock a 1% bonus on deeper levels, all the way up to 10 degrees of separation. So you want to look at that and say, okay, I know if I have, let's say, about 5,000 people in my referral network, including my direct referrals, I will earn about $5,000 a month. And you can start to create a path to achieve that. You know that maxing out all 10 levels, you have to have 40 or more active direct referrals. Now let's talk about the network referrals. You know that maybe if I am bringing in my direct referrals, for every 10 people I bring in, I'm going to find somebody who is also interested in the affiliate program, who also has a sphere of influence, who also wants to solve some monetary issues in their life and create passive residual income. They're going to go out and do those network referrals in addition to my direct referrals. You can start to build a plan or a program that is trackable, measurable, achievable, that goes through all of those things that we've been discussing, and that will lead you to a income that would replace it. And then you can start setting some milestones. Yes, maybe 5,000 is the goal. Let's get to the first 100, or let's get to our first check. Let's get to paying for our solution. Then we can start building on that. If we know 1 in every 10 is going to go out and do what we're doing, then when I go out and get 40 people, I'm going to have 4 people who are replicating my efforts. And I'm going to show them and teach them how to do the same thing, go through and share this same video with them, help them set their goals and identify what they need to do to achieve that, and say, great, I can set my sights on going out and focusing on getting 40 active direct referrals. I can set my sights on making sure, measurably, I've got 10% or more of my active direct referrals out there replicating my process. And you can go out and start to build a plan that you can measure against, that you can check off against, that you can work towards. And then you have to start thinking about what actionable items need to be done to achieve those. And are these revenue generating activities or general activities? Do they need to get done? And how quickly can I do them? Because that's going to help you set the expectation of the timeline to get there. You know, you could achieve $5,000 a month in under a year. I feel very strongly for that, but I don't know if everybody's going to be able to do it in a week or a day. It's just unrealistic. So let's set the right expectations and what types of activities are required. Look, if the first revenue generating activity is your direct referrals, you need to go out and start making those direct referrals. If there is progress that needs to be made in order to set yourself up to make the direct referrals, you need to do those things. Maybe it's joining the training. Maybe it's getting educated on the technology. Maybe it's building your first piece of digital media on the platform, a business card, a product brochure, an overview, a landing page, or what have you. Maybe it's starting to leverage the CRM, the relationship management tools within Shuffle, to really facilitate the engagement with the relationships and the referrals that you're making. Guys, these are all components that can play a role in achieving that greater goal. But again, you got to set the goal, then you got to start working backwards to understand what it's going to take to achieve it, and then start setting those milestones. So as we go forward towards achieving that goal, it starts out with the first milestone. Maybe it's, I need to get my first check, commission check. If you haven't gotten a commission check, you know, reach out to somebody. You should be getting them. They're very easy to get, okay? You have to make a few referrals. If you've made 2 direct referrals, you qualify to cash out, guys. So very simple stuff here, okay? Once you've gotten your first check, let's start earning a little bit more. Maybe we can build that up to $100, $200, $500 a month in passive residual income just by repeating that process and helping and teaching my team to do the same thing. Once we do that, over time, we're going to build up till we achieve our goal. Then, as I mentioned at the beginning, all of it is scalable. Doesn't matter whether your goal was $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. You're passing through and just rinsing and repeating each of the steps it took you to make that lower milestone again and again and again until you achieve that upper milestone. So again, going back, if you wanted to earn $1 million through LFI's affiliate program, there is a path to achieve that. You need to understand and break it down and understand what you need to do each and every day to make forward progress towards achieving that type of goal.
Absolutely. And I think setting some of these goals up, you can utilize some of the elements that we have available for you. If you go to lfishuffle.com/affiliate, we've got a calculator that's set there that sort of can give you an idea of how you can attain some of your goals. Take in consideration that it's going to show you the amount of referrals that you need to do monthly, month-over-month retention, and network duplication. So there's going to take a little bit of setting down and understanding how retention and duplication is going to work within your network. But you can start reaching some of these types of things. To reach the $5,000 a month, to reach $10,000 a month, it really is attainable. It's just you've got to put the time and effort into making sure that you're reaching some of these goals. You've got to educate yourself on the platform. You've got to educate yourself on how to educate others on the platform. The do, help, teach model that we've talked about ad nauseum within this group, within since day one at LFI, on how we're trying to show individuals how this is a platform where you can refer others' business, but in the same pocket, you can refer them to the platform. So we want to make sure that when you're setting these goals, you have something that can be attained. I know ER was talking a little bit about retirement. When you're looking at a retirement and I need to earn $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 a month, also look at the dream that you've been sold. How much do you need to have saved in the bank in order to do that? I know we talked with some gentlemen quite a few years ago, and it's sort of mind-boggling on how much you have to have saved just to earn enough from the standpoint of what you want to earn per month. I believe it's in millions that you have to have saved. So is that really achievable in today's day and age, knowing that a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck? I don't think it really is. So there's a dream that's really being squandered by the way that we're having to live today's day and age. So we wanted to make sure that with this platform, you can set some goals, you can set some financial goals, time freedom, and you can really achieve those with your friends and family, and they can see the exact same things can happen with them. And we're not trying to sell you on purchasing a health product or a weight loss product. We're just trying to sell you on using a platform to make you better at what you do. And in turn, it should be an easy process to tell others, hey, what you do, I can help you brand and market yourself to do better. If it can make you one more sell, it's worth looking at. So when you start compounding those on from the people that you know that we can help you make one more sale, we can help you make one more referral, this platform is second to none in helping you reach some of your goals.
So let's start out, guys, on having you think about what your goal is. If you're watching this, list down in the comment below somewhere, whether this is on Facebook, whether this is on YouTube, doesn't matter. Put down your comments on sort of what your personal goals are. We'd love to hear and support you. If you're having trouble identifying what your goal is, reach out to this community. We'll help you. Somebody else in this community will help you. The person who sponsored you in, who referred you to LFI, will help you, guys. That's what this is all about. We want people to achieve their goals, and this is a path to do it. Start setting those goals and understand what you can accomplish, guys. If you have not earned anything yet, your first goal should be to make your first direct referral and understand what it takes to make that first direct referral, because once you've made one direct referral, you have the capability and the power to make 1 million direct referrals, because it's all the same. The same referral process works, and it's rinse and repeat. The same thing. Think about, do I have a team member, somebody who I've referred who's starting to make referrals? Maybe that's a next milestone goal. I need to have somebody in my referral network making sub-referrals. Who have I already referred who I can support and help and encourage to do that? Or maybe I need to start looking to identify that person. Who do I know who's out there who wants and desires the same thing I do, a passive residual income, and I can show them how to accomplish that with LFI, and they can be on my team. Guys, that should be one of your next goals. Before you set that massive, I want to make $1 million goal, let's start looking at what are those milestones. And then once you identify what your number is, guys, we want to support you in achieving that. If your number is $2,000 a month, we know that that's achievable. We can help you. If it's 5, if it's 10, if it's 20, doesn't matter. Let's start laying out the groundwork and the path to achieve that. Because I'll tell you what, the only difference between making 10,000 versus making 20,000 is doing it twice over. Outside of that, the process is going to be the same. The action items are going to be the same. It's going to take you a bit more time. You know, let's be realistic there. But guys, it's all achievable. So if you haven't set your goals, start setting your goals. If you need help with goals, reach out to the community. Start tracking and measuring against your goals, visiting and looking at those goals on a daily basis to make sure you don't lose sight of where you need to focus. And let's start hitting those goals, everybody.
Absolutely. I think sort of to wrap this up on goals, don't sit here and just watch and say, I'll set my goals later. There's so many people that are like, I'll set goals later, or I've got goals.
Don't let that be you. I know you're thinking that right now, like, great information, and then I'm going to close this screen.
Absolutely. I think it's preached everywhere. And if I've got a quote pulled up. If you're familiar with Zig Ziglar, and I think you all should be, you should learn about him. You should know about his trainings and on how to network and how to grow. His whole thing on goal setting, and it's, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. So have a goal. So many of you we just mentioned, don't be the one that's not going to create some goals. Set a goal, have something that you can shoot towards, aim, and hit. So with that, we appreciate you taking your time to watch this little conversation back and forth on goals. We hope that we can help you achieve your goals. Put in comments below additional conversations, additional trainings that you would like to see from ER and I. If you would like to expand on goals itself or have a goal setting session, reach out to us. We can definitely help you with those. So from us over here at LFI, we hope that you write down your goals and you achieve your goals here at LFI.